All right, hey guys, we're about to go into our programming in the next video for the month of September, and August has been great, but we want to add something to this. But we want to offer something to the members and try to be able to spend more time with y'all one-on-one and talk a little bit more. It's hard in the 5 minutes between workouts or 5 minutes before class to really get into some details with some of y'all, and so we start conversations that we want to keep, that we want to continue, and then we run out of time. So what we want to do, free for our members, is offer that service. We want to be able to sit down with you, get to know you a little bit more, get to know what your goals are, maybe what some of your frustrations might be, and talk about ways we can work around those and work through those and get you on track, meeting your goals, get past your frustrations, all of those different things. And some of it might be suggestions that and things that you need to do differently. Some of it might be things that we need to work on differently. But either way, we want to hear from you. We want to spend the time to do that. So what we're going to do is offer free goal setting sessions / sit down, get to know you, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it might be. And when you sign up for one, we're going to send you a questionnaire. So that way we know as much information as we can going into it. You're going to fill that out, and then we're going to schedule a one-on-one with either Steve or myself. And that way we can really, like I said, kind of get down to business and make sure that we're doing everything we can for you, and that you're doing everything that you should be doing based off of your goals and where you started and where you want to go. So check out the link and fill out the questionnaire. That's how we're going to get started. The link to the questionnaire is down here. And as soon as we get that questionnaire from you, we'll go ahead and reach back out to you to schedule our meeting. So hopefully a lot of you take advantage of that, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. So we're at the end of August. We're winding down our deadlift month. We just tested our PR 1 rep max the other day, and the results were really good. We already tested the pull-ups, and then today, as we speak, we are testing the August benchmark. So far to date, we've got over 100 PRs this week for those 3 movements. So for the pull-ups, the deadlifts, and then only 3 classes into the benchmark workout, we're looking at over 100 PRs for the week so far. So we're really excited about the progress we're seeing, especially on the deadlifts. A lot of people this morning were actually making the workout harder and doing harder versions of the pull-up and still beating their previous times. So we're really excited about that. You want to tell them what's in store for September?
Yeah, so as per requested, we are providing some Olympic lifting into our primary skill work. We are going to start off with the cleans, and the secondary skill is going to be, not so requested, running. We've got some benchmark workouts. John Christie is one of them, Bowen, and then our monthly September benchmark workout. In terms of events, on the 28th, we have the 3-4-3 throwdown. So we want to encourage you guys to, if you haven't signed up already, sign up. And if not, come out and support everybody else. We do need plenty of volunteers on that day for sure, right? So if you can only just drop by for even a couple of hours, show your support. Let Chase know that you're interested in possibly helping out, and I'm sure he can find a spot for you.
Yeah, just to go into the 3-4-3 thing again. So this is going to be, I believe, the 4th year that Chase put on this event. It's the 2nd year at CrossFit Wiley. It's close to our heart. The guy that started this whole thing, firefighter, fought cancer up until the end, and he started this foundation after he was already in the middle of his fight, and his goal was to pull some money together and be able to use it to send firefighters and their families on vacations and give them a chance to kind of get away from cancer. And that's kind of the whole slogan for the whole thing, is get away from cancer. He was fortunate enough to take a similar trip with his daughter, and he always maintained until the end that was probably some of the best days of his life, was getting away from cancer, getting away from the hospital, getting away from everything, spending that time with his family. So it's important to us, and we want as much support as we can get, try to raise as much money as we can get. And again, even if you don't want to participate, you don't feel like competing, there's no problem with that. We need volunteers, we need donations, we need sponsors, we need all those things. So the more you can help, the better. Again, that's going to be at the end of the month on the 28th. So mark your calendars and try to come out for that. Anyways, back into our workout. So yeah, as Steve talked about, we're gonna do cleans. So we're gonna keep it to just cleans this month, and then maybe next month we'll get into the jerks or snatch. But we're just gonna really try to bear down on the cleans. We're gonna work on that at least once a week. Additional accessory work, lower body, posterior, upper body work is gonna be sprinkled in there too. But we're actually gonna do the clean movements once a week. and then test again at the end of the month. So we do a little pre-test and then a little retest at the end of the month and see how we do there.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little about the running plan?
Yeah, for our running, so we're gonna test our 1 mile run at the beginning of the month on Thursday, and then from there every week we're gonna be working on a certain portion of our technique. First week will be more on technique on how to run more efficiently. Second week more on our endurance. Third week will be more on our speed, right? And the fourth week again a little bit on our endurance, and then a retest at the end of that week of our 1 mile run.
Yeah, so not necessarily looking forward to that, but it's a good time of the year to do it. Hopefully we'll get some cooler temperatures and be able to take advantage and get outside and play a little bit. Also, our benchmark workouts, especially Bowen, that's going to test your running as well. So we're looking forward to all of that. Again, the cleans kind of came up based on some discussions that we had with people and some requests. So we can't always fulfill your requests when it comes to programming, but we're more than happy to listen and try to do what you guys want to do. So I think this is going to be a fun month, and
Yeah. My encouragement to everybody else is don't stop with the pull-ups too. We spent a good month focusing on those skill work, right? And especially as some of you have noticed, like maybe the gains or the progress has not been as fast as you'd like to see, especially as we've retested, right, this past week. And that just kind of shows you, right, how long it takes for these skills to develop, right, and how consistent you have to be, right? And so don't be discouraged. If you make progress, that's great. It feels little or big. Every step is worth celebrating, right? And so our encouragement to you is as we continue on, like keep working on those daily, even if it's 10 to 15 minutes. That's all we did within class, right? 10 to 15 minutes of work, and that'll add up over time.
Yeah, it's a consistency thing. It's if you're seeing progress and you want to keep progressing and keep getting closer to doing that pull-up, make sure you keep consistent with it. Do a little bit before and after, and don't hesitate to ask us for help too.
Yeah, definitely. There's always ways to progress things.
All right.